Manku kam nanti yoga phone lines. Kapunya kashapun terma messages and monitor me what now start. Okay, fly mama mama chanjan shalma do woram na kama yezo dama kane so kamza sanyala ben chebo banzanza 91.7 megahertz because we minisa handle nyala nguyen chana dungone. So dim so don't na kuno sham nyala chem Facebook nti share page ma no ko borna na sham tumambala just go on Facebook ka search 91.7 Radio Tamale. I nyale dim solo ka share zantama behe. Kar konko I share on Facebook ma and don't ka mal WhatsApp platform share ka to dola. Dim solo I dola la WhatsApp platform ma don't ko tuna nan sham nyala chem na man nti share la link man zan na man ka bang baza sa dola to di amfane. Dem zo to kulla Tamal North. So to kulla Tamal North. Letu donti jilmalan toni di amfani shedem bien den ko nan ka be shakam chan vien yalanga so dun ko tuna nan shambala ma dim solo share page ma ne zan pour son zantingu kamza sa pung bagi kazan paru den kan mazanti pianlan nawone no on ya titi nyavle walna la fe kat kanata jin pe kan yarka go sa sabbe ambelol kamza sa kadol jima sadi garba nyen yule zungo drutun start le we do mi warma ponji du on alte ba fila bila bat I do to Facebook page ma ananya ka road minister de sa ngunji dungo ne o boss nyela ngun ku difile nage and taten bambe dungo ten dia fan because fila ma shanga de bin ka garla ma zan ter don botun ten ngai biam because ne nang le sham nyela ko introduce me te ben nang balang do fila kan ne sa kan yindi yila ko introduce honorable Al Hassan Suhiyini MP for Tamale North deputy road minister piano dungone kari zongo changla la fila shele o boss no kudina ona marhabi
Nkulmana sorry
na wanero ko yele ya nda interview ya
ya alone ma da changula
o da chang vya yela benda tamane chang ta achieve ben shama na onyi ko nda achieve
I justify it. Yes kalabna back to Tamale to laka na on tumdo tuma man ka da interview kai
yes
tam gba ta be take kan lankana Radio Tamale.
Wow.
I don't remember
Ka
to labna kan gba labna so now the non to Qatar yeah but zonya la dabsel gahandle do zo de manla the program wama the enliabla rana be radio zola
okay
katele non the commentary
yes
on what is going on at the UDS now ale yamale tengban zola na His Excellency John Dramani Mahama obezang yiko shell now nra no ka salnam lapso jile nam ko ma zo ma diam obezang le nang fawale vuhum kane anayel ne on labna ma orien nang me ko palo bayil bola habwara onan orkwen dirlo manga to ama obezang le piare biakam anyane onda gbaga le kawle ne gananam campaign ma saha onda gbaga le kawle shanga zaha na gananama biakam de nyoga galga lole kam kai nyu saha kam kai wumo yetwa anyam karnyala obiela swelzo ne o pal ala kawle shelonda gbaga be no lehinyanya on puhne tun shanga tum den yam pala ala kawle shelonda gba ma anyala den shirtum de vien yalanga deninka tian zang pam ka de table ne yaman lo shirba zang o yiko shel na on no ma zang diam swala ko sa nkana Tamale ami dual news ambang na hale dalma na bora ka gana orabie Congo Brazzaville polo ana no kuno na ne choko na jini nyu kwambiela ko la pa na pon ne shoka o den mo rapon yelle gana nam to la yuma na hai o mu gbabala la kawle no tumtuma ntaba yuma na hai de zo yuma na shalban to ma nye ngun takai no zang yihe nku bukata zanti gana nama on sa kulpana tsa gilla northern region ngo tsa chambambla ko ti nzang shovle toting banne de yam gbaga la kawle palle Zanchang o 24-hour markets shall under or 24-hour economy shall under baga le kaula kwene aile da bilong ai borne de shire dira vien yalanga she dahe mbietu ne ka da bilon dira de zo ai borna shire che ka da bilam wulga gal wala kam she azang dahe mbatu ne ka nirbe ne malban ne to chen lo shel pulun te dir dama ma borne dama economy ma da dir sa shel kam 24 hours sha bro dahe nzang batu ne de zo Ghana Zaha district kam over 200 districts Ghana Zaha Mala district market katibole 24-hour market so on sa cham bamblo sa zan shovel che bambla de yan wone bang palala da ngoma bambla tan yendi ya mala shele ka wuli hamal shele ka tamal debayi yam bi tamal dama tamal tamal assemble debayi ma tamal metro bian me bamala shel den ko sala kana kuku nte zan nan nanam nune ne contractor ko tumtuma tela hen nan la shel baza ha sanargo tele la gumane palda ngoma zo di zan vien yalanga yamal nobis ko she ngoma kati yundele di zan vien nga regional minister ngba regional minister te pai ntuzo ataisa tenchante nleka be son temps pour le ma de zo ngoma nyala ben shao den yen penser 24 economy shale al kawle shale onda ngoma de zo tun sa yibemblama o salahazan la EP training college bonde le bimbiko ni mane ko o salhe tun shal den gbaza tum de ni mane ami da won nyanga shukur bangsam
okay
nye den gbaza hasem senete bansa pam o mera nyala ngun gbaza gbaga le kawlo onda pum die namne yuma den garma rapun zan la shukuriye to azan batu ne pam de zo on kana mo mi mo so shanga dem die te shukutuma pu ne ko ai chang shukutuma pum halbe ma shaba be yimete nhai dure fondemane mbiane dama dometre ne ma de ba saraba ko pak ba Michel ne kasadi namla de zo ko ene resemse ne tebo chaleshi nzante be ngoma kapato karam vien yalanga yina ngbaza to kubukata te bihagoma de zo be mierla 3000 capacity dormitory for EP the Yulma Bimbiko de zo te sa chant ko tinye tumamane na tum mpagasham to kat labna tamalon ko te zan kuko damane ngzata swang tampol ma gbaza ni man kuko dama gbaza hami ko sa Canada mane o sa doit te tamal palda sheltem boile third ring road ma ring road ma shelni de manlar sabla nirba ninane briba mi de darza zanti bihago kan kwen zan piongo ka yeto anye apa shali shabne tira da manda pumbie dungone wabgo gwamnati ma sahabanda nante panu shelben zan pate tamalda shemo nda
ma je bridge the long bridge
nda yaba ye kaman gwamnati songun niya chante gbage liabgamsam karpan na chinse be ladibo yetwa kaman tibiyal ye de kabukata ama Professor Milson da imelo yalago na yin la denye talhe kana nan denye na chinse biago pune ayi ko yi basa ana nan da bayi ma to api la talhadin la nan pui ai na talhadin ngoma ka nan denye na chinse
ona ayi yalongo shabni yalni aina alguf dome honorable Inusa Fuseni
yes
ora nyela ngum basa sa propose no nan la bantato hay kara bol ne rivole interchange ko borno bol on gbara nyela road minister
dia mangala kan yi da batin kan ya ay malniya
okay
dia mangala te andi si gwamnati tinda bien la sa hamaka honorable Inusa Fuseni nye road minister de gbazara nyela niya dra pala niya namzo
okay
but den kan yala ma ye ay malniya nanan ben yahrayi aller la de bayi ma sunsune den lenyon talhe ne den lenyon na chinse ay non den ye talha ngona kana le den ye na chinse an ye ne an yarma 2016 ngoma 2016 ma traba pilga tailoring road ma den ka Sunday da di karinyo
yes
yuma ni ma dezo akatra pilga de yulma lala interchange flyover ma ama de bazara nyala na chinse bi ni apune ama tra pum pilga ring road ma because to me in ring road ma nye tala tra mila lala ne de nye tala I cannot le tamale bidu cheka bol the third ring road ma second ring road pum biala tamale de nye I po nyuhane I po nyuhane roundabout
oh okay nyuhane roundabout okay
nzana te du chwa roundabout
aba
in chang te gba agric traffic light to there yan sirgame in chang la hal ne senate flats be en pala gota in ya ambar ya wall la she in chang te gba senate flats in yi senate flats ma nzan dwelsi te bondele tongma yulma pambiao ndwel pambiao in chante yina tesek koble mahago nkati yina tesek ayi tesek ndwel kakpaile ndwel tizani je loshel poloma zujong na chate nan katana dina ndwel zujong nkanati yina lama sharan about be kalala ayina lama sharan about kalan pore ntu dwela bi de pele ran about alan chama to joine yepolo nyane ran about to le malala paloma ire kane wula katre an gwarta male la paloma ire kane shi twar shanga za hadem biem ba la paloma yabre nang da dabilon la paloma ire kane kama yeshanga dem jeni mane kare darzanere de vielem kar pansema yabre ambie to zo kate kanate koe third ring road ngoma la third ring road ngoma akulnya ne bola second bossa second ring road ngoma ne malta amfane shelma to third ring road ma yam pala la amfane ma zo kanye den yan gar ye shanga ne fon shanga ma za ha de bayan liabla tampune de zo salo paminyen dila la palma da amfane kalore ne mmoto ne konko banyan dwelle yan amfane chitwar shanga den kugul second ring road ne kala ngoma jakat na third ring road ma dengal de baza dabjilum pansema den ka eden ye talai ne denye nachinse dezo ka yitinda tra fier ba de sahama yetin yire bi namne tena na pansla third ring road ngo dezo president sa pana swama o sa dwella la swelma agbaza ha nye contractor ne ma tashabtin zang nang la ring road ngo ma zo ne tuma ma pa shere ba mu gbaza ha ba zang ba tuma diam benyala ban nang la vien yelanga to reshanga ka minister de kan no ma but ya yeten nang la commenters ngo des autres wum regional minister na dit fila ka kalkale tu shanga za ha bantum zang chang education polo zang chang kom polo ka yele niya shanga ding baza bienre tum nzang yete ko pashal na tum jongoma ka to wum education minister honorable Haruna Idrisu baza ha ne yele zang chang tum banzola ne pando mancham zang chang education po teacher shanga ben na recruiter ne ben la yan recruiter shaba shikur shanga ben na mi ko shanga ben tar shikote de za ho bazara kalle ka local government minister baza kana nti yele ben penser district assembly sham ne zon tinjan nti ha ai chang assembly kam be malallare lare kar doba accounts ne kabi gbage ne be tumtuma kam be malala shal den yan chekala la tuma ma chang kalan kaman ben yar chips compound sha ben mi o kalde zaha nzan sonte karnyala assembly common fund ma ne pa non bayana zanta assembly karnya de bazara nyala la kawle shal president Mahamane gba assembly members you are la o yalde yetwa nta ne samle kane be tunda gba na tentala wansan amaza ha hotel ka road minister ntwam gbaza ha ka te yele Ghana za ha tin nong and Africa za ha nta tin tum de tun shele tun shanga zang papala poloma tin na kane nzang lala za nzang tabe pala kamantin tin nong de shele zungoma because tinya makara man la telabla nyanga ya mang le zang chang pala polo I compare it to neighboring countries ngoma karnyala over the years timbe zang za nong pala ma yeto ama polo ma zo ka president Mahamane no tinja sa sha no
zang za anong ka opposition ma non so piele do me bui katinya ka declare year of rules so katien tabe zang za nong pala ne
to be year of rules bui ben declare ma mi dra 2 billion investment be mbete hay akula yuma abukula yuma den kan yali si MPP be mala yeto ashele be mala slogans be katuma be mala yeto anyasa den yelle maka su mai abando baka tamtuma ma ya sha te bot ma shi ka boleje so den kan year of road 1 year of road 2 I think as an ambete 2 billion we are talking about 75 billion Ghana cedis investment in our road sector. Yes, we are talking about over 2,000 kilometers of road. Year of roads, you might imagine, pa 500 kilometers. But we are talking about 2,000 kilometers of roads. So the car massive. To be in the Braben, amati ya yetin nang de shel ngoma yes dina jin nang
ana kinto nye la
tingban ngo pune abum road minister ne yara ma
okay
tinjia sa ha shel ngo ngon kamza hanye big push contractor na ala ngunum be bwa o samle yara te pun yo baza and de baza na jin nang
ya ye la ide loan
o yel de baza loan kane de kunyala de yulma management difference between good management and bad management in fact yes tingban ngo lore tezano ko tuhare sampo ane pehnu shanga ma ayine pehnu shanga tezano ko tuhare ma den ka tingban zolan mino finance minister belam mfander la project ma ka yor sam kura shanga gwamnati shanga bangar la ne chi kana la mande yetu ashanga gbaza hazande te nyama te economy ngo wabgo gwamnati ne ra bahle yelma bangde beda yelya ni ti economy ngo ti lahian labnan te bie kamanden da bie sham even before 2018 ni she 2034 lalaka bangde beda yele ni she 2034 kati economy ngo ma de palayan labna kati ne tolan lab the yulma international market nte papile lara pangbo ka ban yam pang lor ma boku zwarte ni she 2034 amazon la bang de malan yina tiere ne tenon se mal la ba pam te kam na te diga lor
so idea
ai izi ka de yulma ka bandir go kam ka zuhra ka dira la ka wabgra di ka poison te gbata za karjiana banan te haircut ma banda ku nyala dimab yele timabiyel gobnante so I anzan leme biyel na te dima ka yuel ka betrale me ka na gbazang mo ngona be ka ya ne andil ma yuma yin wota sa sha yongo so le apong ma kali agbazane mal niya shanga na nan ma karnyala ma banka ne mambian ma kanirba ala npiar ni ma na te dire loan anto mali pay all right kaminanto zan a pay ma chant de loan ama ka le ne biyan deductor mantle ma de kulha mala bukata abja go pune ka za loan ma de be kala zang ma di ne songa side ka di ne zo ka ba de loan ma aku mamman ku access la amman economy kamini aizang maybe a 20 million ma chang ka di nyala gol kambe ngmar la kaman 5 million a 50 million ma kulan sa de kulan de nahma pam am yan yuele me kaman yumpi ka yan zan yuele de nahma aku chante de kana anche bam gbaza bien wor borlo nbam ku bank ma aku to la ka wabgra anante bran nante me ka te gana te palenjia halti borlo nba be entete
okay
ama te ne pa labsel na te za shawla ma te suhinyam bor ka te zase loan be ka te diga loan ama yetin na tum de tun shan ma den zangon ba loan karpune
ona ayya ni tum shan kama ti kana tamal nof ay pa ku gar lo kam hala ay bor so mara ya atakan na ka guta cho ka za lo kam nyala pala la pala mo za sa de ka de za wala ka de kallon ki za de ni zan mala la pala mo za sa
den kan ya gana za ha tan ma de pal shanga ma ay chant ko Accra President Mahama chama ka ba kaswa la hal den chama to Cape Coast wini ba kanan rana ba yulma overpass ni mane den dola makasim halne the yulma western region. That is what I call the lower corridor.
Okay.
They connect la Accra to Cape Coast, two big cities in Bala. Ka eastern corridor. Ka ba from Tema roundabout. La hal into to a flow. Ka ya flow eastern corridor ya shanga pasa polo den da nangla damba polo den da nangla contractor nim biero so nang nim moy ban dwelle zo da ba ban di shahra ne ba kuzang le na halte to bambla dezo de baza Accra connecting to Ho without any problems in Bala. That's two major cities. Ka central corridor central corridor ma nyedene Accra and Sawam to Kumasi. Ka contractors on mbie de zoma ko gbaza nan ni muhai dada wa ira nyu nda chang ni mane karjia ne de nda che ko mfa on de gwamnante parlement da ka dwelebo draka dwelebo ko chang ni mane nte instructive finance minister no bom lord to contractor ma ko nan la ni mpo bane nebo zon a dwel parlement de masel min tan palle zo ka bi contractor ma na ba nauna ama de nye central corridor ma ko ene onong ni muhanu nale de gbaza de connect la Accra to Kumasi kana yinyanga ya nete nangla expressway Greenfield New Road de najim biane when la de gbaza from Accra to Kumasi then satla able Kumapoloma la halene Kumasi tin ya sa shalongo bakwa de ba den garla men twam da chan Asante Hinesane ente suh gafara no tiswale ka be clay la swal ma ko pal na jimpum di ma tenem pilga ya tenem garya soja nam ka te boy ma na no yuma president Mahama o finance minister ngun la lere lenjman ma ngun lere Ghana Armed Forces dezo be ma la 48 engineers soja nam ma gba ko la engineer na ma dezo be ku jimi ka te yorwa ka tu shel kanzan taba dezo minister matchba ne be cham mu amana to yo swalma dezo be bieni mana be bunda Ankara poloma la la haltiti
istiri ni na ku yarma karnya pepa
bedale adwal de chepjala things on the photo nam Kenya dezo tunda cha Asante Hinsan wama kuma Ashanti region tingban ma kabya nyen yoge karda chant nan gafara ne be mi soja ne ma yala mu amane kabya nyen yona nti yitin punna dezo tinja sa hashalo de gbaza yala dentumda dengba nye central corridor ma kai po western corridor the gbaza akpola from Akwa Wenchi all the way to wa Swala de Ngarla Wenchi all the way to wa Ngar Swala Bole de halde wa halte nangla palshanga Bole tampu ne gbaza this asa ma kana anpo wa gbaza antutu de yulma Navrongo the gbaza ha antutu Bolgade de anpola from wa antutu Bolga Gabanya apa corridor ma yere mzama ya bola ka yere mzama ye kalun katidi but ya tamale no of the nangdama denwa sarambara
ono titi anfan ba cha tinye nes michelle mangum mingum da to bod na titi education on ben shabon bol so sourcing be competitive bidding tumtire ni nes mpo ka na mbo next question ma ni ye shele den ko nanka mumbe samba ne dominan ban twen sheda shi na Ghana dara doya pam kati yere ni neso
poi kan tere puni entila selo ama katle lehra tingban zo la pile fila te borna te za ha di anfa shelo ne di fila shel poloma I entila Ghana ma palete ban chanchu kurte sa shel kam fila idira ti yara ne gwamnati mal yiko Nreto zoge ninsal nama bam de business puni be nreto zoge empower local people tin yarla shambala kaman shinkafa kwarba for example timin ko ye o nyama gwamnati ko zane kar ku jia ne shukur kampa drum local rice anya ibo dama gwamnati ndar shinkafa ma na lan chan government function kamban serve local rice na nyam kapu parba nye da be kala kati local empowerment bozo kati en government nungmelma we are saying that if government is intentional about investing then government can use the power of purchase to grow businesses locally kala kabawote shukuru economics 101 and halti yisambam polo nte pang lore kariya lore ma yila Indiana kaman wabga gwamnati ni razan India shabna tenong de yulma wal palle den da ban ka dit 29 million ministerial de yetwa ti chang te pang lore karnya lor ma yila Indiana den dwelle nyala shakpo Indian contractor ai pang lore Britain
ya ha Brazil
shakpo Brazil lala nyala tankam wo ka bo hortema nyim gwamnati ai mal lore na di you must be deliberate and intentional about how you do it. So Ghana, tenyen abuhala buhago sole source and a single source. The manla manner la.
Okay.
The manla manner la. Tumala zalpana kare guidere government procurement. Government ne non the dabilam sham. Lala zalsma puni shele. Katabole single source, be sole source. Kamal competitive bidding. Kana la mal single the yulma selective tendering. This zasanyala dundwel zalago. This shall be burger zalago. Ama de wuhla sahashanga ayan zang single source be sole source. single source ma nyala kaman ayen dabane kar nyala nimvo yino malla la ben ma bansam be ngun mandlo go kon kwarle be sarati sahan nan kaka sahana
anon
vego vien yalanga kamale ngun to nta ben sha sarati ma na bora emergency mbala anto use a single source be ne yara shell lagbaza de ka lo ma pu na ma yer bie bia go pu ne ti yerle intentional when you are an intentional government doing an investment that you want to guide to get a certain results anto use even do ka lo ma pu ne but the burger lo ma because nyinde use have a burger lo ma I mean, okay. So, but you are being intentional because I'm even come on, government here that localized so comes prisoners who are localized, then to boost the local production. So I know that pala. You want to ensure that your capable contractors, but Malijiko, kabie on the ground, should tum the tumaka so come miba banning yen tumtuma because aboard the banala tumama within the shortest possible time. La loruma minya la gana nam lore. So you want to use it to not only do the roads, but you also want to use it to empower the local contractors. Okay. And you also want to use it to ensure that at the end of the day, the Palama economy pool. Because I can't take most of the foreign contractors, the board of directors be headquarters. So I could you 100 million, about 80 million higher and labla. Be headquarters.
Ma wala ai yel shamo vjela to ama critics ma gbam ne kama la kira ka bara ko zubu contractor be ki yinati ne dabi ben non shama de ba ni di ko non la katananda.
You see be gabla ye to a in year let tam kam ye MPP be problem ya ba me the difference between similar and the same. Honestly, be problem ba be just similar and the same. Ba kunye nimvoji ya be no nimvoji kam nyala yim. But nimvoji kampayim. But go na mami zaji nyo ba. This Obama la halama. No. That's similar, it's not the same.
Okay.
Yira tunda yarba single source ma. Try yela examples na. Command the Yulma Auditor General report. Da chang yan teve. In yel ne baumi atuzo. Bezan single source too. Kalorma nanto nung less than denye shama. Kati yelena kayel ngoma kabama zur lorma the won a single source kam zur la lore then can yes similar and the same man so the party yani auditor general yani lala single source ngoma that lead them to excess payment to the contractor kati yella ka abuwa gonna malzo lorma you to kuwum single source you be chant the big but whether the shirnyala zube iri and single source nyala zube it's not like that. There are examples of the single source that gave us the conviction that they are using it to steal. So then come in the year to mabe bangbaza habe lahabal sabro ne lahabal will go to our mapunma. You come and I dig information. The Simpson amaga manga. Tinye journalists lala kaba wote. Understanding the information is even better than having the information. And to mal information, kaba understand it. Karabo kuwa bukata. But who can understand it? You ask questions. So journalists bon wote shambala. I sub for example, nti kamambanda sub to road ministry man. To boarla information yakaza. Katazan information mata. That's not the end of your work as a journalist. Your work as a journalist is ankaram information ma kaba understand it to ashanga. You ask questions. You don't conclude that you misunderstanding mal means corruption or it means scandal. The fact that you don't understand it does not mean that it is wrong. For example, oratiti among the vidin da hanshale. You see, come on to mabiba non the report and the report na Pierre. But I'm just saying that you see. I comes a happy construction industry today will tell you. I don't know some more workers, no staff na. Contractor come that no measure one boy na yele. I know some more staff na. About I chant nearby nearby time biarana. I'm on to your contractor. Yes, obey my driver comes on to excavators ma. maybe this Sahama all my 50 excavators. They should maybe at a time or my Latun Sheldon to use only 3 excavators. Do and pull 3 drivers. To mama in Nage, Kobin Yeshel Pakona labor off. Kala, Mataman Babi.
Yeah.
I mean, so could be an co to the construction company, but then to park well be try. Kimino Nakushi Ben to Wale. Because he's not a permanent worker of the company. This kind of get understanding information that you get is more important than the information that you have.
Sa tanda Bob Sham Karmana so source ma Zulu soya kiba be koran fa soya kiba borma kalalanya.
Traya yabazama shahrana. Hal zo ben abazan shahra zayene don wone ngoma koran fo hala da piara puni. Du shel kane. De ko adin single source la zo. Hal single source ma kati yelba. Hali traya ne ten la resetting. And the resetting is not an event, it's a process. So Tinchang Road Ministry, yet to award a contract number over 300 contracts. Karazaha nyalatera advertise leme. Yo wabu jaman ma bandana jen boss la lawa. Dozo I cannot page kamane yetu abiao. Ka bor la malle. Katam kam kadi into zang excavator kendi var zabahe. I am tour la biala, I am parame. Kama changa pune kamwa to kolbele are kuto zankulu nche yim kamwar ma za havanishe I am parame so kate yetin kanama yuma pune yet panegi about the yulma 70% of the contracts we have awarded to Saya they are advertised. About 44% of it to Saya to non single source. But them single source ma puni Shahra shall kandung yala zuba. Unlike Bedinton Shelton da Yarma, there was auditor report showing that the single source led to inflation of contracts.
Well, to chomna a constituency and kata kuza palamazo gumani nyala denda yenye nyumu wale sasha kam shait tukushi haten buhandi journalism aitu kubwa na sawa first or agulu ko kasaluna ka gucha ngumane tin report flash din lahnang bedu kuno
now you ko pune haldi yan nang dambala ama ndi table ne rakula hanan ama haldi yan nang den yan ke function ama be ya alala
ba gota shelbe aiku yi guban imam rashi yan parliament na ke tuna yele da gota ma trata hayere mbiyam dum ma da ku mal makaba bi
de gbaza hada bi tishia pune now yi nan katare ka tin dirfila shanga ma za hagbage de gbaza tin zang le contract la ba gota dama
da ma yama biela coincidence ma kumko deribe
I live in Mbubornanza Chang constituency Puluba because you know I'm serving the nation now, so my focus to my town constituency I'm sure was one that I was young banabla to Malam Fokum Selara. But that's why I don't my equal the man Selminsi Yalman every animal runs, but when the cow runs they say he's mad. This is why I'm careful. Ne bon kwabra kam gurma ma na mo to no ya kera yarma. This is why I'm careful because halma yirin la the yulma 2 meters of road. Kan yiro ku chante bo media ne ma ka yan katla so na abnyo nye road minister ma. This ko this all anya kara take pressure, this on pressure nte amabeban baby ban kalala ministry ma. Ama ale tamalza kula tamal tampun kanya akpa sa anargo polo tumatum de me akpa de yulma dungu polo tumatum de me akpa ye polo gumbene tumatum de me that those are not my constituencies. These are apalatum de me.
Well, I'll tell one last national issue we kallam na constituency man katina nya ayan rita man sham inta tra pabni pe ka buhare nirba bunto riti shamba before kanan man LGBTQ ira yover pam kata paizo kata kupu no teno nyela musulin ma tebe boare pa amino no kiti kara kullab tufu nibra abuha ba ki yene in zaana kane na dola ye shanga dinyanya be din important na LGBT ma wa ne ban important
tinyin ta hawa ma shal ne yalla yami tukto ne zo twi manya wa mi even do temen be shabra bi class ka be nyezu kunmuna ama tukto ne zo twi manya wa you know tukto yalla ba shal ne aba bande be like bomboar fila like they're not that analytical. Wula I mean tingban zo la nyam ne kala o za ana bi pala wona sham kan kala de yulma akana bandira polo timini te pukparba shab kohra to ama dripa zobi alala amin yamangle bandira dahay te bi zosa de fitina gare de bietanga be jirkan
la nyelmuna
am timini de mo
ya te ban kware dibe pa bandara
timini de mo te pukparba hal president mahama rozo ya no yunwo fertilizer no bo bor na ba bole ba ko bor na ba tel la yuele yes the yan cheka pukparba bugbaza wahala kar balage so but bandirgo dai bietanga tan kampune bandirgo dai te bietanga alherin yele ami agbani yar shalma nzant saloma zaha ama yes de morsor bambi pukparba ka gomnanti minere morsor ibanye pukparba de zo gomnanti biala nia pune ne banya banyanto non ye to ashangan son pukparba ka bugbaza ha wahala nyore karto yina bande ko because ti ben nangla ka pukparba ma agbaza ha be chwam pokwa ne zan chan kwa ma pola ba yu na nyam ka kumla biane ka bendira dala chanzo sa so we know the situation so yeah anyo ni mo hazan par polo anyo ni mo hazan pa da ma polo anyo ni mo hazan pa shikotla polo kati yali yetin jia sa hashalongo wabga banda zase LGBTQ ma pasma bi yaltene bugbaza pa boarle katana be malba sarse te be bohba ye yabra abie ten yeba kamna katizan troy kabana ne tizan ma kanwe nangbanchene kate nangbanchene denim biane yiri ya ni na jale din katri ya din kadri ya te priority ne to convince ya ama yim pass awama it's no the priority now is coming na katechan because it's now in the process so our priority now is yiri ya ni na jale tena nangle priority like the roads like the agric like the education but ya ni yiba pabwara so tenri ya nangle priority answer secretary mandia den dia nyete priority benda za asal signable ne pabwara pompon bo yin nda za asal signable kiz asal signable ma che karjia ne tlancham te pilga class 1 because the last stages shall tunda zangle dwell na hal katjia ne president ku sign ma karliab law ka president yel parliament ya ne temir katazangle marna ni mane kizafo yibe yel shele ka president mo yel ya ka law ma mene wosham onda dima ka law de be wuhi no kuto signele ora na signele dizo nang ban twende kane ka law mle wuhi ya ne shere la lab chanta pilage
so ba jaman ba
si jaman parliament bala shere la lab chanta pilage parliament lan dwell social den da dwell na te paga president o ma ka president no ngula pa de o san pa na je so boki bo no prioritize le nan o din yala dit Canada da hanshelo office den dalma hallo kam den do to nen dia tab den dalma when prioritize and sign le do la ko yelte la ko baga le kawle ne den de te pano office den da hanshelo no sign le parliament me baza happen po yin wabga no ma banda gon that in fact I even believe that temi afawo wabga jaman ma that take it like 2 years to sponsors of the bill. It took us 2 years in parliament. But I'm assuring you that this time around, it will not take 2 years. Why did it take us 2 years? Because today, chang committee meeting the money. Oslo usu yan kamna no o file nama. Nte daragate halka yonte sabage.
Kariye ora general no.
No bora. Ma Brian zan la ula ka bondel ma. Konglor dabo gafara.
Bezabu no pa.
Brian ne bora. Okay. So you meeting kabba ka to join your meeting ma kabwa se hale raise objections hale lalanda dargale karta chang de tishi anere bi kotu ni so hale tinda nan the demonstration in mazaha first our demonstration was against the chairman of the parliamentary committee so parliamentary committee chairman ma obo resistra o fast track so why do you want us to make noise about it? We support it. So bezan le chankotu at the second demonstration there are chan kotu ka chant demonstrate so bezan le chankotu so why do you want us to make noise about it? The only noise that is there for us to make is to ask what changed your mind. Yimpa be opposition man don't check your mind.
Okay. Well, take a little before Ora,
are we watching the
producers are watching so detail on the so chat ko tesoro la ba tin kujian kama wana pun yelle commentary kat rather ma asan when ka present duna not defila tin zan chankito present ne yeshel present me yeshel kamza so ona be du one the passion shan bon nebo on kagele zan tete kat di amfani radio tamarika guma 91.7 megahertz cheche barbun bala sadi garba nyen yule meno honorable Al Hassan Sayibu Suhiyini MP Tamale North Deputy Road Minister Mbalama Katimino Poha Yoro Taba so dinyala asan when ka present duna tin cheka ediafa chambo ona bwa mo peka tpena tameno ona oral dinyaya be because trauma bankam benda ne be tuma be za halampi tuma tameno storma za memere in la hanan le be ko na ma Oral has been referred to the Attorney General. And Attorney General, so far, in fact, again, I don't think that we are to know the very fair assessment. Okay.
You see, government in Kane, in the first year, the number of people Attorney General Nizan Chankotma, Attorney General Sonajin Nangle in the Fourth Republic, Bampumbi Court defender Bama. You see, Denka President Mahamad Ayelma. Tepila democracy ka democracy ma karmal de soyane result pana din yala tebe boarlo nguna because de mala de nimjela ama de nimjerma garde nimjela de nye soja gomnanti
okay
soja gomnanti de nimbiare garde nimjela
okay
ama biago puni ma amine ben sha anajim biar kaka nimjelle
yes
di ku bjeka wula de mala nimjelle so aile soja gomnanti de nimjelle nye ye to ashel kat boare pumpon ma de ni ngunkutum gala nimpo bene nebo obey before you complain to ama in the process ma banda an chamaka shabgbaza obey be to complain ka anya ne bende obey shel ma de besim na cha ba obey le
okay
ami agba yabo so ja government nya obey before you complain so bento ne darmatba ka daratba na karnya la ara kurum na avasare ama berte hanyen nyen kurum zan sa'ar ma so ka ma pun daratba ma kulanto ya na lab dargale
okay
so the government but the advantage nyala but do a democracy advantage ma gbasa nyala de yancheka ai besimse na daratba aku daratba ama social ID simse na daratba social din yan dwele halen tishir sa na daratba ma de pa nimpo bene nibu swale President da yelde kamandiri ye soja government or bezasi or ko ngbala bezaha kat barba pumpon ama we are not in that system. We are in democracy. Democracy is such that everybody must have his day in court. And I'm saying that the number of people who are already before the court as a result of oral in this government is unprecedented. Within the time frame, no government in its first year has been able to arraign the number of people that we have already arraigned before court today. Okay. But at the end of the day, the process has to take its own full course. So that Timbang Bezuya, yes, hal loyana ma yate. Na hala kunye so ko marafa. Nye so kanya karlan lu ai porla azon chankot. Ari kutozon chankot tri ne biana besa zamo chante yel no shirkular lana. Ogba malo lawyer. Show lawyer ma mbaza yele be defense ne nyeshele.
Okay.
Should they travel the whole process? Can law comes out hard ticket the box before you imprison them. So oral is yes to Zaha. Those of us in government, I believe, including President Mahama, we are frustrated. The most to me, because to the Zaza cat and unknown nimpo, but labor man to answer to the Biarpam. Because to me, never should resume. Ama akuto dizango chantek parish as dwell kotuma kakotuma agba to sata. How didn't total number now the checker and nung? Am I the total number ko shiruzu? Am I kaloma shell polo? Konazan lo shabo bondle the yuma legal gymnastics. Zanlen bronze and fago mambai. To be sure in the non madden. But I'm saying that as for the commitment to fight corruption. The commitment to investigate and prosecute is underway, and we will ensure that everyone who is guilty has his day before the court.
Obama Nation. Good afternoon, Mr. Garba, and my lovely father, Honorable
going louder. We earnestly appeal to your government to prioritize and expedite
Obama Nation.
Okay, Ali the Osman, the good people of Tamale North constituency
are confident that under your leadership and with the collective efforts of all stakeholders, these challenges can be overcome,
we are praying that Allah grant him good long life
and Ghana as a whole.
So that
we have said that if you don't do it, nobody would. And we are praying fervently to enable you carry out this laudable project. He who gives water gives life. We pray that you give us life, inshallah.
Ismail Swali, we appreciate the good works you are doing in Tamale North. We also remind you of the Taha Full Route. Okay. Okay,
they be under contract. The contractor so could be man the yara second ring road man. Now no tumdo tumashambala. Not a kind of second ring road man. Okay, so the man lab boy protecting bands all and pumpon or check.
Okay, so you won't do it samban and I'm do it on radio. Since you are present Yalamwe and Digi podium so we could play with Sheila think we can play Marzo think check a chance to deal like a Lamatazan Shimas and to 1.7.
Let me acknowledge our revered traditional rulers and also our imams and religious leaders, including our Christian clergy, our MMDCs, senior government officials, members of the Council of State, and all citizens of Northern Region who are present here. This afternoon we've heard a lot, and I don't want to come and repeat what my ministers, the reports that my ministers have given. I'm aware that after I speak, there will be a little opportunity to ask a few questions and make a few suggestions, and I'm sure that I'll have the opportunity to clarify even more things when we do the interaction. And so I'll just speak generally about a few things in just 10 minutes, and then we can go into the interactive session. And so the first is just to assure you that the country's economy is in safe hands, and that our economy is resilient, and that despite the external events that are taking place, our economy is still sound and strong. In many countries, there are shortages of petroleum products. Even in the United States of America, a liter of fuel was $2.98 just before the war. Today, that same fuel is about 4 cents. It means it has more than doubled. In Ghana, because of the resilience of our economy, our currency is stable, inflation is stable. We've been able to manage the petroleum prices so that we cushion our citizens and prevent inflation from going back up to the levels that we came to meet it. When we came into office, inflation was running above 24%. That inflation had been brought down to under 4%, and we intend to keep it like that. We have done this by just being physically disciplined. As you are aware, because of the debt default, Ghana was shut out of the international capital market. And so we are not able to go onto the international credit market to take any loans. Indeed, until this administration, I didn't believe that we could do some of the things we are doing using our own money. When the road minister was talking, he explained the huge number of roads that we're working on, mainly the highways linking regions to regions and regional capitals to districts. Today, we have 2,000 kilometers of roads ongoing at the same time. And we are paying for all these road constructions with our own money. Indeed, between last year and this year, we are spending almost 50 billion cedis of our own money in reconstructing our own roads. And let me assure you that the current jobs that are taking place are the first phase of the big push. We are rescoping other important roads so that we can bring them also under construction. So if your road is not yet being worked on, rest assured that we will be coming to you. There are many roads in the northern region that we are scoping, including the northeastern part of the country, Cherponi, Bunkurgu Road, Bintiri, the road to Bintiri. We're also doing Saboba to Cherponi, Yendi to Saboba. We're going to do the bridge at Chichuli, I can never pronounce that, which will create a shortcut between Bimbila and Zabzugu. We're also going to do the Salaga to Bimbila Road, the Pandai to Salaga Road. I mean, those are all roads that we're working on to improve the road network. I know that the northern part of the country has been new. We have kept expanding it. We did Tamale Water Phase 1, Phase 2, even Phase 3. But the rate at which the population is growing means that at tons of gallons. And so that work has partly been done. We are finishing it, so you will see an improvement in the water supply. But the solution to Tamale's water will be to create a new source of water to feed into the Tamale metropolis. And the studies that have been done show that the best place to get that water is to the south, that is towards Yape. And so we'll build a new pumping station there, and we'll pump the water 21 miles from the White Volta River to Tamale. And so I just want to assure my elder brother Zangbalana, this is our W. Maya years ago, Tamale Kupa Unama, Maya Yangle, Joma Maya Yangle. Because as my brother Zangbalana said, if I don't do it, who will come and do it? And so you can rest assured that the Tamale water will be done. When we finish it, it will bring 30 million gallons fresh water to Tamale metropolis. And that water is going to come in through Tamale South, through Banville into Tamale. And so we'll have the water from Dalong coming from the north and the water from Yape coming from the south, both feeding into the Tamale water system. And so we'll have enough water. And kindly inform my father, Diana, that we're also going to do the Yendi water supply system, so that Yendi too can get enough fresh water. Having talked about that, I just want to add a little word to the Minister of Health. The free primary health care is not meant to supplement, it's not meant to substitute the National Health Insurance or the Mahama cares. We're going to have 3 layers of care. The free primary health care is going to capture the rest of the underserved population, because the National Health Insurance actually works from the district hospital level up. But then we need to capture the polytechnics, the CHIP compounds, and the other areas that are underserved. And so that is the vacuum the free primary health care is coming to occupy. And like he said, It has three components to it. It has the curative, and the curative deals with basic illnesses like cholera, diarrheal diseases, respiratory diseases, malaria, and all that. If you go for treatment, you just need an ID card to prove that you are a Ghanaian. You don't need a national health insurance card. So most people, if you go to the district hospital and your national health insurance card has expired, they turn you away. At the free primary level, you don't need renewal of any card. You show your Ghana card or any card, your voter's card, even your voter's card, if you show it to show that you are a Ghanaian, you access the services at that level free of charge. The other aspect of the free primary health care is the preventive. And the preventive means that we'll have health volunteers who are coming to households. And if they find an outbreak of any disease, they can report it fast. But apart from that, they'll go to households and educate them on how to prevent illness. And so they'll have basic instruments for checking your blood pressure, for checking your glucose level in your blood and all that, so that if you are developing hypertension, you will know. And then they can refer you to the district hospital so that you go get your medication and start taking. And then it will have the educational. The educational will be to educate people how to live healthy lifestyles, the kind of food you must eat, the kinds of physical activity you must do, exercise well, don't always sit and do nothing and eat a lot of tears. It's to enable them go around and be able to do their work. We're not giving to them as ambulances, but I dare say, I mean, if you have a tricycle in a village and your wife is bleeding, she's pregnant and she's bleeding, you won't sit in that tricycle. So even though we're not giving them as ambulances, if it is the only vehicle in the village and there's an emergency, why not? We'll put the person in and take the person to the hospital. And so, yes, the idea is not to send them as ambulances, but if they have to evacuate an emergency, they will use it as an ambulance and save the life of the person. This morning, we went to the Family Teaching Hospital to inspect progress of work on a cardiothoracic center. This is the first of its kind in the 5 northern regions. In the 5 northern regions, if you have a cardiovascular incident, we call it, like a heart attack, or you have any cardiac problem with your heart, they have to refer you to Kumasi or to Accra. There was no facility for treating and helping you. And sometimes by the time they evacuated you to Accra, you would have given up the ghost and gone to join your maker. Today I'm happy to announce that at the Tamale Teaching Hospital, we are building a cardiothoracic center. With all the latest medical equipment, so that anybody who has a cardiac issue, strokes, heart attacks and all that, they'll get you there on time and they'll be able to save your life. You don't have to wait to go to Kumasi or Accra to go and receive treatment. We're going to continue building centers of excellence in our teaching hospitals, especially in underserved areas like the North and also in Volta region. And so we must have centers like this in Volta region, in Western region, so that geographically we're able to cover all our people. And so I was telling the doctors in Tamale that we will also get an oncology center of excellence, because increasingly we're seeing a lot of cancers. Our mothers and sisters are developing breast cancers, they are developing cervical cancers, men are developing prostate cancers, and yet there's no treatment opportunity in the 5 northern regions. And so we'll look to build an oncology center of excellence in Tamale, so that Anybody with prostate cancer, cervical cancer, colon cancer, any of the cancers that are becoming more visible will be able to seek treatment. And so those are many of the issues. I just finally talk about the agriculture sector that the Honorable Arikopoku spoke about. Indeed, we are becoming victims of our own success because the increase in food production is both a good thing because it has brought down food inflation, but at the same time too, we have a problem with a glut in the production of some of the items. As I speak now, there's a glut in the production of eggs. Poultry farmers are complaining that they can't get a market for their eggs. And so, because of the poultry programs and all that we've done, the supply of eggs has increased. And that's why I've said that we should find a way of getting the school feeding program to absorb the eggs and give it to our children to eat. If we can't sell it, let our children eat the eggs. We are working to resolve these problems, but the resolution of these problems take a bit of time. And we have some limitations that I'll explain to you. As the minister said, the first is storage. Last year, we went into the market with 100 million and mopped up excess maize. This year, the minister has released another 200 million Ghana cedis to go into the market and mop up excess maize and excess rice and store it. Now, the two problems we have is not only the money. When we have bought the maize and the rice, where do we keep it? The buffer stock CEO is here. Yeah, he's sitting in the second row. His warehouses are all full of maize, and he's buying processed rice and storing it. So we need to expand the capacity of storage that we have. And so we're looking to build new warehouses, but also build silos, so that when we buy the food, we can pump it and keep it in the silos. So that when there's an emergency, we release it onto the market. But the solution to our problem is something that has been ignored for ages. And I'm not blaming any particular government for it. It includes my previous administration. We have not built our agro-processing capacity. And that is why this time, when I appointed ministers, I also appointed a Minister of Trade and Agribusiness, because we want Ghanaians to go into agribusiness, and agribusiness is mainly agro-processing. And so we want Ghanaian businessmen to build factories to buy that excess rice, buy that excess maize, buy those excess eggs, and process them into things that we can store and we can even export. Today somebody was telling me about an egg processing plant where you buy the raw eggs and you process them into egg powder. And there's an export market for it. They use it for baking. They use it for cakes and bread and other things. And so we must start thinking outside the box. You go to other countries, they have maize processing plants. And so we're planning 5 maize processing factories in 5 biggest maize growing areas, so that we can buy the maize of the farmers, process it into maize flour, we'll eat what we can locally, and the rest we can export to other countries. So that will be the eventual solution to what we're facing. But it will take time. We've started, and it's my expectation that future governments will come and continue so that we have the capacity to process any excess food we have for our own consumption. The final thing is the farmer service centers, and I'm happy at what he said, that they've trained 300 female tractor operators. There is no job that is only the preserve of men. And our women say what a man can do, a woman too can do equally. Some of you might doubt it, but let's assume that at least tractor operation, they too can operate tractors and bulldozers and earth-moving equipment. And so we'll train our women to participate. I cut salt for the first Farmer Service Center, and construction is about to start. We are starting with 50 of them, and we're identifying the biggest agricultural growing areas. And each of the Farmer Service Centers will have tractors, threshers, everything that you need for agriculture. And so if you're a cooperative, you register, and then they'll provide you with service. And so that is going to happen. Irrigation too is an area that we're going to put a lot of attention so that we can do all year round agriculture. But finally, I know there are some College of Education trainees here. Your alawa has been processed. And soon you will start receiving your teacher training allowances. I knew that one will get you. So your alawa will be coming very soon. It's been processed. Yeah. All right. So I'll end there, and then if there are a few questions, I think I'll just stay here, so that if there are any questions, I can just respond directly.
All right. Thank you very much, Your Excellency. We will delve straight into the question and answer session. But bearing in mind that the time for Muslim prayer is almost upon us, we are going to limit the question and answer session so that we can make sufficient time and space for our Muslim brethren to offer.
Haji Al Hassan Suhiyini, MP Zanti Tamale North, Kola double as Deputy Road Minister. Wanyala ngumbe dungo ne katemino po hayuru taba zanjandi lala present no ko disfilation on deran ko pa den market lera tapondi national issues ma mpo nwa tenzo mo shi kuna Tamale North mini is a high kam no bor shele mbalama. So ten kam pena Tamale North ona daddal watra kunyala radio tabadanya la ban yehe photo na ka photo ma bwagunda pa photo ma zo okay photo ma mo. Which particular member of parliament is your most hardworking and accessible MP in the northern region so far? So tinda yehe na nirwe da tete halada chan comment box mane anya nirwe ndara ti comment shanga zanjende ikpang mang polo amanu kwenti solution ya timpia wa shamo timpia me in order of performance to kupia me maybe ngunda ku nang design man ku feel shambala ma amaka performance so kapi ona to kamatele ni mama yam piama ami I am blow ya on trumpet ya ansa manzene
no bo wumsmala now you ko ne o tumakata na mpara sa hashal kam te pangmang be te bakpang te ma dem bi saloma sane banami tengpang te ma shambe te bakpang te ma. And I continue to remain indebted to the good people of Tamale North, because I'll say that since 2015 I have faced about 6 elections.
6?
Yes, at least two general elections.
Yes, okay.
2016, 2020, 2024. So 3 general elections, and then maybe 2 internal elections, 3 internal elections. At least I did 1 in 2015, internal elections. I did 1 internal elections too. Yes, in 2018, 2019, but I did 1 internal election, and then I faced another one in 2022, but that was unopposed. So I put it all together, 6 elections. So I will say in all the 6 elections, me, so I'll say Alhamdulillah. I'm sure that Mama Chika Pima Pass on Paya Pam Purbasa Hashal Kam Kapara Kasuran now Kunanti Kokate Tumde Caban Malin Tolazan chanted to Mama Polo.
Or I'm wanting to Tunden Kakutum Tamanov, Kai Kushi and Telele Kanon the Sopialen, Be Tunden Mika, but to Tum Kainasia Karanyogu Biasone.
Nta Nabatum Tun Shelley. Neleka the Malma Sodo.
Anabatum. The Milan Palagile. Wow.
Nabatum. I mean, near Shangatam Malama. Table believe in it in Anangle, you know, Impragaba. There's also Vubunakane. mang paabana kan nyu anwabna kan yes the pa na woni ni na nanti yuko kat to me a shift shanga. I mean, about 4 new clinics, renovated existing ones, connected more to electricity, provided medical equipment. We are grateful. Kapa now no not equal to now. She could meet and renovate course shangatenti. We are grateful. I mean, human development, empowerment, shangaten. I mean, supporting women with fridges, supporting them with hair dryers, with tailors, with bonema. Te pa now on that now on nang position shall can not the to nang lala ben yarama supporting with loans, interest-free loans. You know, recently me Minitra launched a 1 million Ghana cedi fund to support women under the One Heart Foundation, which is ongoing. I mean, te manam ne te pa baban pa adaka behe mpang de tabla orma kate gahamda. You know, interba la awal sra bejishema la awal sra karnia nyara bi la nywarbe mbiarazo. So the last time we distributed about 4 billion, 400,000, 4 billion distributed to women groups. Second batch Magbaza nang ready very soon till nan distribute another 4 billion. You know, so being you languare don't quite strong back on it too, and we deliberately did launch it some few weeks to no lore. Because no lorne da bialam bian pam I mean so biano kwaroko kubor no zan pata haponzo watermelon ko yembo pata haponzo gele kwahe you know shabiana pure water ko kubor no nang ice block kwahara you know and trapun to share fridge in so we feel that some of these things will support their businesses still non disaster oma kacha yel pal shanga den yuha constituency magal so riyata ta pal yetwa it's under a contract I mean Sanam Constructions nere yara second ring road la nde kera puni biara ka president pilgo filama now no tumdo tumashamba near Kala second ring road ma you have noticed something I boy new runabout ma Zana halne tra runabout and serge to a great traffic light then the Simpson to halne snitla draba toy
yes drazana
so second ring road ma tamalzaha anto ene tamale north portion man davano
yes
I mean agbaya
okay
because I great traffic lights ma and serge into ya ambare ya gutama ngare guche akomona yon sambane and serge la hal to yi kalpoham nchana kalpohan damane and yina aliu mahama junction ma into pa bb gas and zan snit yanche de yulma pambiao
okay
pambiao nyangma de tamale saf kambara
okay
dra de gbadara pala hotel halne tama don kulbe nong da nyala tamale north section ma na onza ma nong road minister man gba even nong indi him man
okay
so now you come contractors who won't be able to Sanam Construction okwen pola la agri traffic lights mash nzang la halt to toy BB gas you know gotta join the pambiao go talema ko na yi sinimane nchante poe bi yarla sa hashal kam nan yon samba na palema so o kuna ni mane ora am pilgran yon samba no abin da tunda ta konta ora wa no chante pilgran yon samba no ama ka da nyam priority ku che kam man nirma na ko bi tank pagbuluguma contractors so ngba za an ka ta from balai halene moya you know the bazaha nyala dembe contract pune kate te mande shil no contract ma bazaha kate mpilgo tuma kana nche Chua town roads nche Gumani town roads and in fact another things in bazaha be in the pipeline Kamvle you know town roads sa Tanglezan Chang School of Hygiene Puloma bazaha town roads then kana nche Azoka Fongma Puloma disaster the bazaha nyala dembe under our purview under the World Bank project kateborno to zan on the namazaha dezo ngoma zaha nyala tunsha kapatete you know nala la tumane ngoma anakuto nyenyu ayal ngoma nkunye de mala suhdo but one major route to that I am proud that I initiated was the third ring road. You know, at the time that the rap chilgale near with I hala MPP num da Niger kating barma na pal kanimane. you know Sunday in Rakubia shells on my 2016 tonight for what and up to run is your cutting my god Bisharaka Dracunya Muadra cut Dan Yule. You get it, Bisharakani. The church Arabian, we have to come back at Dan Yule. Kaya third ring road, madam children Rochelle Pulumba. Can nearby Mila politics in the campaign Catanonda. Zon Lala near Shelton Damalma, Denon Wulgul Tamal Zama, starting from the Yulma Akpo Canville. I want to get the names of the towns, Shangadin and Gilma, right. Where will I get it? No, the Pilgrim from Canville to Naile.
Canville to Naile, yes.
No, the Pilgrim, let's even say the Pilgrim Canville, the party office.
Yes, yes.
Nzanlala Halene Ngar Paumo. Enchanti Njoine Taha 4 Road.
Yes.
Ngare
Bewa
residential. Until you
vetting barrier.
Are you vetting barrier? Don't Sheldon Payama Yulma.
Target.
No,
Dabashi.
Before Dabashi, then
yes.
Kanam part target. I want to get there. Maybe towns my will think. But I'm saying that today I don't cook Manala Halland to Gilna to 2 Gisona.
Yes, and Carter
so yes. So I'm really happy that we have been able to achieve that today. But now Gafara Tenabana Tenapchilagramma.
Well, I keep probably yet to happen to the refugee because I told say anti Pama la Panasham to Mampunya and as on free and Tibam was as a well manakara neither la Biyarma. Can I chimbe to my full Willania?
The same thing. I mean, 10 year, ni year, song some shangatente, Pabama, baby free and Cabo Conco. I mean, again, I am proud, you know, but humble that Biyar Shanga that we initiated in Tamale politics, small corner of Tamale, becomes national projects. But for example, when we started our campaign in 2015,
okay.
Tramala coordinators, into Hamandaku Zang Pale, into constituency market, Tamale. Fondema Zaha Kabamal Tamalto coordinators. Now Zotenda election, my Rabi Gonzopa. Karkujiane, I am Azangla coordinators, na never the party Namtuma. To explain it about what the coordinators are supposed to do, just to support the constituency executives and support the branch executives, and not to take the job of the executives. I'm humbled today that the NDC party now incorporate coordinators into our system. Well, it was not a part of the party system. Drapa party system.
Oh, okay. So la letter coordinators.
No,
oh, okay. They know come.
Wow. Around 2015, Draka electoral area coordinators. Now maybe MPs will be parliamentary candidates. So munda pale. But we all saw the benefit of having area coordinators, and that's how come, you know, today it is now part of the party structure in the constituency. Again, ambuhana chimbe to angoma, then chekan tila la yeto angoma, kapa na umpam that, I mean, oto tetila la hankale ne hikma, kate tumdela la tumoma. Before 2016 elections, trapum mala a project in Tamale North, where kate dare nune bansem nyama, ntere nachimba, trate nachimbe, car wash machine ma head baba kits, barbering kits,
okay.
You know, into vulcanizer ma tools, mechanics katetiba tile laying machine ma tra you know, into electricians, whatever support bum to shaba maltum. So trapun support la nachimba with these kind of things, because we saw that sometimes only to chant buham bang sema o masa sane karino masa tools goes on buham ko pass out o kalo mama o malbang sema broji base kaso to boire electrician so chant to suhe tools in chanton. So we thought that, look, I teba tools ma alis bugazane to mal nang de biala zungo denen yalaga tinye national bumbo apprenticeship program.
Wow.
Where we now support skills training and support them with equipment. I'm humbled and I thank God for it. And tunda pun nang low position mazo the chamaka de pangse ka yelege kanang de kalang te Tamale North constituency kana amlan yuti to mabia to youth organizer muni inye regional coordinator for the National Apprenticeship Program. So the anyamaka to tumde yore taba katipoha yore taba saha shalakam. So it's these are some of the things that we do to empower the youth. Kananchi, supporting Bambe Shukurti, supporting some people who want to travel abroad, and whenever it comes to our attention and we do that. Kache tumanema, I mean permanent jobs all over the place. I mean I can't count it, but I can tell you that we have exceeded over 400 in the last couple of months. But I mean that's not, I'm telling you, but that's not something that we really need to beat our chest, because we still have over I mean at the last election I had about 30,000 votes in Dabara.
Yeah.
So if I have
but 400 is
no, that's not my focus.
But in the
Sadiq
around 200.
Sadiq,
Yes.
me, my focus is the bigger picture.
Okay.
I still have over thousands of youth out there bankatuma. So 100, 200, the kind of no, it's not something that I am ready to flaunt. I mean, I want now non party you ko katato in ye bang bazaha na buarma tenye lo shel polo ka bazaha bale. That's for me, it's our priority. So I am not kidding you. I'm sure
Elia Tranya ka Amabia Onabata Isara to Makari Yinapam. Later Katuno will have Billa to one because Naranya Tunshe to Denga. So Naranya Tunshe Dengala too. So
you will yell shell him the yell and shell I mean Tamal sometimes Timberla Nang Bankin than Katabukata. I mean Omaltumabu Katuma Dinyan Manaya. The fact is that at least we know that he is a very hard-working member of the NDC. If the NDC is in power, whatever benefits he gets, he's entitled to it. Now, that's all. He deserves it.
Farm centers, but in China, coincidence. The mark a coincidence on phone behind me.
No way, Timal Pukar. I'm in a phone behind my quarter. Nizio Pukaranyama.
Okay.
I have over 400 acres of rice farm. So from Bekwara. But yes, we are in the process of also getting. I've sent an application in, and they are assessing the application and where we want it to be set up. So to more the more.
Wow. Okay, Nirupam Yela Bantama Sataranam Nachi, but the Tumni Yisamba and the Kara Labna, because Tinabu you phone lines, Nirupun Yela Bankola, so Chanko calls the Basham, Kati Zanlezam Pass, Sataranam Marco, Boasamazo, and these Ambaka Chapsi, Tian Yilepi, Minted Peter, Yakurganu. So Dimsolo, the first call young China Lime as well. Okay, Dimsolo, you live on Yabuntina.
Apokashim Mokambona Sanar.
Afakashin Tugumda.
So, Apo honorable entity. Honorable attention now, so we have the questions in the Malia with Amana boss, road minister now, so we have a parliament. Your mamma, your mamma, the president cannot you. But so come on that don't go to the Syria post the ma, that change the young pump, there's a cup of pump. Now, Charlie was so much with the worker at the Tirani abandoned the NDC party. Your mamma would say, way the Siloma Dashin on the tour. Now on the showing now on the Sablara, the poor cup pie.
Empire, Nagasa,
no, for that, the Kangutan will come Amateur Yananguna. The Nabana Casupel, Yamang, I said, to don't problem. There's one day in the for Sadona or not the Yala comes at it.
Mpaya Nagasa Nizan shares on Titma, Boy Manaka to Magasa and Mesha ni Asam Pajima. The two no connected, but this one got the iPhone no matter. It's not media friendly. Okay. This summer you will have a buntina.
Nah. We wanted the empty battery.
ayule yabuna
Masa Ibrahim Pape mo desira area wait to pay pam anye endisia mun kambe tumbar mo puna kabor yel mangle ka pati shala endis zongo MPP nim tutem netika neka mal pava neka bade kam kun vote MPP NDC tam kam neka ko pa ya vote ayo de ka vi hal ay sel ko gbab mariumani ka buto num ko ti tembarma ka tembarma nan ti chef de di na ba yu ka yin yina ti tuwa ne ka bien vote NDC ka ko pa ya ba tizo man yela teniruma tena mala ba sha to ko ne te puba biat departement so te puba de biat departement so après ngula so ko yina ti yira karba tu no yelle la halo bon no yelle ti so de tume yeto sel yemu so ko
Be the drug peddlers. There's a lot of time those who arrest are the drug peddlers. Not yet the drug barons who bring the drugs quantity. We have recently tightened our operations at the ports. And I must tell you, Tanaguna, if you know the quantity of drugs we have confiscated and destroyed, all those drugs, Tramol, would have come into the system. And so we're trying to stop the drugs from coming in. But even as we stop it from our own ports, some people smuggle it in through neighboring countries, and then they use motorbikes and ride into...
Department 2028 ngoma tenendie dile na uzu yinye gana ni encha chende shel ngama le to shel
mpaya na ancien exactement assumption ma wana banya ngumpo pam ka pale the paya so nyingba za sabwel na kan kwa two calls zampa kache text messages ma dan wadan galsha ma ko imtam nan random selection okay dim so nyingule mo ya abontina
sare garba
garba balai
nawi sa garba balai ma me inti fut wo biya du mana kan ba kolna yam po avenjalanga ka pui a un vazata nan banyinde ka so ka po boss aye semendo vazata ni chance on ta pam ka sudele ai ka ni semendo le endi se gomnanti tebe no yesem te MP num te tabe te gomnanti ma ni shiraden tumda ba ba na gol ha yala ngwa mat ye parlement o je die to abi kalala a ka ne wo mo parlement den da ku nye tule ban za te contrat tin je tam shelo wo mo parlement ya ban bere shele grave tin je sa shelo ta te yalma nam ko mel tahma ni wo mo parlement e be nage inshallah ba pa yalma ni la ban yambe she baza kandle so ono dinka war yela din ne ndi sa biela rien so me ma mi contrat ma to ma da parlement zo ma Drano mabenda sonde concrete na manni mo abe kuna mamen benjar ma palma zo chama de chemika palma de la kamza hanyela kuna to kalor na ma ta be moto ba ne kike barba ba za borta ba wala ya bi ko ya me wa do hela zo so nande se bandre selma pan katrien so contract by the end be ka obrna ku cheka greda bona kunyale palma ka drna na ta ka drna de drna no to te yama te pa ba to dele we sharing to ma ken na un so ko tamendo te pa
enkuto la pa call because sahamanya ona so bo haguti no yulum bo na anta hamza pisho no bo no nya clarifications and jende pisho min karga palengo ne contract palen yale be contract korla
tuli injenen tam garwa bala han yale to ashal wama de zo cha an kwer pune kana ndapsi la bo hagoma you know to tuma na tuma shana min male yeto ashal nsam so mu gbaza bukata because nta na chimbira tilar ma yang den da han shale pawmo bugile na chimba den dal ma gwanta habrata tila na chimbo won so da nda mala meeting ne group share ka ka ta ne shebe kena ka me ya ne bugul kan na meeting ma ka ne abaza ampinya hal ma mama abrade mama table in gate ne ra warning yina But Karinyala alheri kabra bora dama ka yeto abja andanya le braler mamna ka nianya ne ban woman mborma ne contractor dage to young samban mangba young ngba fongni ne mborna contractor dale ne level le kama garba ne ya sho ne ka lor ne mato do la bam kam na ne btiyal ma ne cha contractor ma dale nku chelle karbi bu abu amala ko ne contractor e dale nere nang la tangpak bologo ka tangpak bologo ma na line cause accidents because lori garf ngundulu nyanga bani anya ne ka piertabne dezo ka bankati ya na kuchella ne mande ne mani ya ne mallo contractor car zo ma to kuchella bo ama ka lor ka yiser la ka slow the traffic ma ka tangpak wa ya ne ya so ngundul sol ma gwa abanda ngo ba mu almanzo ka tum nang banje fuo ba ka kan le na baro minister bur kuzan grade na ku dale bielfo but those are some of the challenges that we face graders on dale na ku nyangma but you also bin yel shalma ma hankal ba biara pune so sha way le but as at garwani yel shama de nyela lo sha contractor man ra hip maybe gravel me or materials ma strong ma so ni check up dwell swell ma nyanya la de na man ne to dage ka be malden non vie yelanga but the ku yuge ba I'm sure that contractor ma because ne le mo nage kwalpo hampolo gota na maden za so I'm sure that on kata pilgan impolo ma gba za then pure to carga first of all mbor na mpuhe ya pisholan pam
okay
Piroto karga parlement nti hatin liabe road minister halne zon monojin di fila betina jin yetaba ko be yelma de yetwa o nyala ngon kulzan le bobo manga piro pishugo karga ko de kunyala de bobo pam there's a new contracting yere because new minister of road boss honorable Kwame Governor Sagboza ngunem bahnwele ka yaba dandawa cheka contractor chang ni mana te pile tumpalle nyele
asamu manzanti dohna yele guble
because de kai cheka tan kanat road ministry contract da karoso
okay
contract address ndu bank shell da ka to ministry wora no contract brazan le so contractor so
wow ona ba sama man guble mbala ma dohna yele ila tayiro yene tubuha ne Sarah Junction okay ne ring road she gba bia ami tembole ring road be ne ring road she den ga dohna yele nente yina Sarah Junction na mi wula nyarbe to
Sarah Junction Sarah Junction shell ne mi mo be Sarah Junction shell ya
kula eta
regional office
Sarah Junction
ne ring road don't want be me
because on you do na man tayo de yella pa shele garble pela
I mean young mal Sarah Junction and pam de ka bo ma yene Michel Sarah Junction ma bi
bien mi ka pa shera pilge pela do na yele
you know so no boar shama it's the yulma inye help from one of your producers inye dollar na do if you look at the pilgerla the yulma okay junctions man ben dem pilga Canville jiso na yele junction
okay
nzan la hal inye the run about in be social media ba so ni ma de nye ipa na ni ma de be pa nyala ni ma nti abrate and it is no traffic light ba kan yel ba yet ku no traffic light ma because ten nang la run about so ipa yi garba lodge kan na run about punika enchi I chan bolga polo ka gare I ngbalage chang de yulma pa mo Campbell tuna yele ka ngbalage ame yan changi so na yele ka ngbalage so run about in yem bi ni man so from Campbell so na yele dan ka gare tuna yele to pa mo enchanti yina fo ta ngarla la hal ne veting barrier yina banvum John Shaw you know mualama banvum mualama the parliament and pregalame so I chan ni man zo anya ka be nongo tanama parliament and pregalame ka te non me yete bo borna mualama twi de zo te cham ka contractor na man nang pipe e wura ka bondel ma walls bien me de yam ta mualama nu dirgo polo ka ta ala nu za polo kale nang colvert na ma Palema sunsune ka kwama nan to yire in kyer nu dir polo ka kyer no za polo ka te bo na mu alama kane de zo lala ka te nang de ni mana mu alama na kwem janme then ayi ni mana den za te join dungu in kana te yi dungu kuku in yi shishaw nan za na hal na palse in te gurgu labna po sa nargo you know den glishambala. So it tells you that the third ring road ma bazaar expand la tamal come on second ring road man expand the shambala. Yes. Wow. So the
so Bandweti Facebook ma in
ngoka Garba Lodge King David Junction ma ngoka bi nagle ngoka ya.
The Sandman traffic situation ma
balage.
Wow.
The niya ni shambala.
Ama kache dede to gbate not interchange word in that pena karapacha maka traffic in town no.
Ngati ya ma che nong de London to Kamata after that.
So aba men ni illa memele di nanka idinta inage kate yela ma memme. La ababu sergel no.
Oh yes, now ngafara the male to improve upon it. To improve upon it. To end this, it and two man upon your shalamba.
Okay.
Be pilgra ben shao, ben kanya be bezanle malbi haguma, maybe la shaman vote shadem beer and the maz or cabe and zampilage. Amate kana to be abandoned, we improve upon it. Benda pilga national health insurance. In fact, and that's all non pilot, Kabkanabumba understand the Kabzan non mutual health insurance. This time I register tamale. Arana kutu nzanga card ma nye songsem yendigba amila benda banku marsha nyar amala nda it was a mutual fund.
Yes indeed.
Ara register tamal ka chan yendi ka puntu vuga ka zan le yendi a shift no wendi but ND Sinkana, because we have that idea of making an impact to make it really national. So hala register is on sanaro tamale I could be Ankara ka pun vuga Kazan le any district hospital be hospital shall can be ndimi yon kwala bukata
man je kela no Zira Ventures ne aye ne anto asika ma wana ba hade pass no di wahala song party ma sham no gbaza asa di wahala pa na le
man be yen le hade pass de boy ye to anon ni nwel ye na o gba yin fa ne di party man yes he's entitled to it and he deserves it accordingly but now ne so comes a hadali polo and now ne so comes a hadali polo and I you know sometimes in yearly campaign master threatening meeting shara Dutch. I mean, I'm sure you later a video no more video kurapu na yenyale can di feel I shall demand and I you see party down funny but parla non party office shall no I've chan dabraka captain na du mama pu ka party afane be ma da dabraka ka headquarters ma be I know I mean ka tamale saf Bia ka tamal no be sanaro we entre wa na du mama pu ka party amfane be are you getting it? That tells you what party amfane can invo you know sane the car loyene the kulnyala na win pine ko tra ID wahala you know bombia son na nirba kuche ka amen nirba pamale bia son aba midin yan yina lo shepo anto ko so adem kartinyala party damfane bia la de la nuni Mangi yandi wahala.
Okay.
So kako to bangle na on konko mile. Dozo na on yeme mabi dalir baza hapolo. De yan yila zo sana, de yan yila nune na de yan yila zira, de yan yila nu na on yehenle. De me yan yila te mabema kamza hanune na on yehenle enzanta.
Asaman do na yilo o clarify ben ma o tete clarity ma. Ne parlement yila tima market. Nang tima market traffic ma kana te gar la ba sha'ran about in chant to dwell by and where te gar to ben she so near ya passion
okay I think that's the first ring road yes that's the first ring road okay yes so my yes I'll look at it in fact I thought that first ring road my pun complete me but I know the second ring road got completed on so on yel shamoma wo ya ne first ring road ma ngode ya shall baza hana be conclude so I'll check on it katinyanya because the nyanya latin nage third ring road mama will look at a fourth ring road
so maybe
tea and non fourth ring road martin le first ring road ma nye lo shanga dembe na batuge karba tuge
ona foi kaza kwa kwa la te radio tamati UP mo kate journalism mane te gba ni now ye party silmengwe parliament ina ta pour cho den kamel na asantiti.
First of all, let me congratulate Radio Tamale for the amazing job and transformation you have brought to radio broadcasting in the northern region. Come on, you tell a landscape, man. You know, and you have brought life back into radio broadcasting in Tamale. So, I mean, 10 years compared to the stations, some of the stations some of us worked with, is such a short time, but the impact that you have made is so great within that 10 years. So the Simpson to poya pamka pai. I mean, so I could samba ne bohaso kam radio denin le malninyambo. I mean, yeah, Radio Tamale. So I mean, you have distinguished yourselves and you deserve commendation and celebration. So now Gafara, the many a celebration, but because once a journalist, always a journalist, and this is my home. So Mpung Bagale Kaule yet many ndam jan now you kopuna kat a strong celebration money and pilagasha.
Okay. Ora kwa la ba kat chapse.
Tule nkwe mpuma pam kapai kapuhete nanamgo ndanyana no parboara zaha na mpamba karama na chate bialba chankatanga na ntamba tuni te dal fakpamba ambaria pamba zamyo pamba amadia pamba na woni pamba karama na oncheka biyal katu wumsa hashal kam na oncheka te bialba chankatanga te party pamba bambi bobana ya region ngo lola kamzaha te puya pam kapai bandi amfani na on yelegam bedan fane tindi gwamnanti ngo halne zo bandi amfani na on pamba ban maltahma na on yihma bedalir polo kataba solo shalbe nyam bab halle ne sahashale begbaza amfani ne yi polo dama amingula amfani ka kon solo abanda katla nan yelzilman nan amfani ma pone ka kartasle tone be karite paga gba karande nan alheri shal karbal hanna de zona on tumte ban na ben baga solo ka te bazaha gulte dalir biao na umre che karatarse na on che vumete dalir ma martana pompon mpure ngun kamza hanan dagonia tun banzo lan John Dramani Mahama ne kana suhalala halna no zongo zangchang te gwarm ngoma polo. I mean on zang tun shanga wo ngoma bi on visit tun shanga ngoma kara zambala kaman shahran den ko zang wo ngoma ne tuma shir tumde northern region on po tun shanga na tum kamana asba shango tenchang Tamale Teaching Hospital tinye yeto ashalma kaman kadin diama tuman tumde ni manama bam yara center shale the Yulma Tamale Teaching Hospital cardiothoracic center. In fact, the whole of the northern sector. Kumahe aiku ya kumahe halte to bwalaga lala center kane teme yalla suhduru kaman sinir suhni ku vugola be bwale wula de asuni ku che maybe heart attack abum de don kurnir ba sham yongo because Dr. Mari yalle Dr. Nambanable Zwaro kumnala kaba la hajib banma joma na rabuho president Mahama na rabuho ne dala center mai kayongo nire suhi vugo la yongo wula kabna na ne bi stabilize ba me kazan ba na ambulance ne ka chan kuma bi Ankara ne bayan chi ne kabati la go ko yalle la doctor ma ba an ka la ko yalle on yalle te za te mela sala ma kar ngum ben yalle sele ne ngum bayan chi ne kabati. Wow. You know, so it tells you now that center is going to be here in Tamale. Wow. Come on, can you imagine now you kupuni the lives that it will save? Aba mi whether a mabibia mang life career and save because then jonka asu ku che career heart attack ngbaga ka beto ndana chala paage Tamale Teaching Hospital kalala center o ma biane your chances of survival na winde bezalne akum dorumbara ahaya amadi kane karjia nebna chip mashate kabo lori karzanga chan kumai I mean do konko So that kind of center ko miare inter teaching hospital ma karla instructor ne bo bom swale ka be me cancer center gbaza hani mane the whole of the northern sector gbaza ta cancer center you know halula bahanwel ne man CEO ne labna ankara tumbom swale ka te pilege the yulma teaching hospital puna palama gbaza te lele mal vien yalanga so on gongle nka tun shangama maybe den kaya but tun shanga dem tum de gbako obeto chang ni mane ama ko o presence ma konko yang pansela la tumama de kakanle kaman kom woye to a ogbaga le kawle na ngafara o ibe nangle ngule la he nangle so na ngafara his excellency John Dramani Mahama obezang yiko shale now no ka Ghana nam zap so ngoma zang diam obezang le diam des autres za ko tab mo na adwa na solo ka nye onyam palale kawle shanga onda gba na Ghana na masham nzantete dezo now ndi sogo now na panse yetumama once again happy anniversary to Radio Tamale and congratulations to all the workers.
Thank you very much. Honorable Alhaji Al-Hassan Suhiyini MP Tamale North Deputy Road Minister okukoleka woma tepon yezo tokushinme nang review zanjande tun shanga den tumda de ba bande pala de mande Ghana ngomanya wula na Ghana sasa ti karate pala pulo le proponka pa on comme ça de doyema especially by na active listeners ma des en pour 60 ala je bon yuru sha atma satara pa ma so akari mambo sheda ka ko mambo mi ko so